Hey guys, so as you might be able to tell from the title of this video, I have just finished making a multicolored Ultimate Collector's Edition Millennium Falcon, and I am very excited to have finally finished this thing. It's taken about 3 weeks of building, using the instructions for the old 2007 Millennium Falcon. Mainly because there are pieces that I don't have for the new one, and also because I know that the instructions are actually up for the old one. But regardless, I still really like this thing. It's absolutely massive. I realize that this video probably doesn't make it look good. It honestly looks much better in person, and I'm just so happy with it. I made it based off of the New Hope version, or the original trilogy version. So I just decided to build the irregular radar dish. I didn't bother trying to do the rectangular one from The Force Awakens. So not everything is exact on the set. Like all of this side detailing right here, that was just a bunch of random bricks that I put on just to make it look good, which is what I did with most of the top part as well at the back. So up here we have the gunner's turret, which is positionable. You can position it pretty much any way you want it, except for down. It just goes down a little bit there. And this does come out to show the little seating area for the gunner turret. This is really the only interior within this set, because it is only the old 2007 one, and I figured it would probably be too difficult for me to try and build an interior into this thing, because it's already not 100% like sturdy, because I honestly ran out of Technic bricks a lot sooner than I thought I would, so I had to improvise. You might be able to see in there with all the different colors. Not all of them are accurate. They were meant to be like 1x16s and 1x14s, and I ran out of those like pretty quick. There is, of course, another turret down here on the bottom, which can rotate just the exact same as the top one. Also got the 7 legs down here, and since we're down here, we'll go around to the other side, which is where the loading cargo bay is, or whatever you want to call this. I'm not exactly sure of what it's actually called, but I'm calling it the cargo bay. So lift that back up. Alright. And then here at the cockpit, I got Joker and Donald Trump in there, because when I was building this thing, I figured that, you know, who would want a massive multicolored Millennium Falcon? And then I thought, Joker. And then, you know, Donald Trump's in there because they're just roaming around space, looking for any illegal aliens that aren't allowed into the galaxy. And the whole canopy comes off on the top there, by the way. What else have we got? We've got a few details here at the back, just to make it look like it's got a few scaffolding. We got a few, what I'm assuming are like blasts that have damaged the ship. And then down here, we've got the thrusters, I think is what they're called. I didn't have any of the long gate pieces you're supposed to use, so I just used some of the ladders. But you know, it turned out not too bad. And I'm happy that I managed to get it all one color under there. In the original, they used a transparent blue. I used a lime green, because a few weeks ago I went to the Lego store and I got a whole bunch of those, and luckily I had enough left over to finish this up. But yeah, I'm just extremely happy with this thing. especially now that it's done. And if you guys want to look for your LEGO collection, see if you guys have the parts for this, I have left a link to the instructions below. So who knows, maybe you guys might give this a try. Alright guys, have a good one. Also, a few weeks ago, I put out one of those, like, voting things on Instagram of if you guys wanted to see a room tour / Batcave update. So, I'm going to do that, but I'll just quickly start with the Batcave. So, one thing that I did is I added in a little forensics lab area up here, just so it's not so bare. I replaced the Batmobile with this Batmobile, because since it has no fins, it can turn a full 360. And then zooming out, I've made it taller. In the last review, it was only, I think it's gone up by 6 bricks. I've also added in a few rock-like formations just to give it a bit of a more cavey look. This is meant to be an elevator. It doesn't work in the slightest. Most of the time, minifigs just get stuck in there. Like, okay, well that time it worked, but most of the time it doesn't. So I've been able to add in another one of these railings right here, and I've attached another light, just because, you know, Batcave can't have enough lights. Batwing is still there. Got a little landing platform and one single ladder. I think I had like 5 on there originally, but I put it on the back of my Falcon, so, you know, it went to a good cause. That's everything for the Batcave, but now let's do a LEGO tour. So right here, this is just my detective's office. I was using it for a video that I haven't done because I didn't like it. I put the bat signal up on top there, and this is my custom Pennywise. It isn't very good, but no, it's something. Down here is the Lego Batman movie Batcave with most of my figures from that series on there. Few vehicles and stuff from there, because that was a really good theme. Yeah. Oh, and Penguin's Arctic Roller. I like that set. That is the first set that I've got from England, which is fun. This is a custom Batman v Superman Batmobile. It is, of course, based off the actual set, but just a little bit different. Alright, there's the Falcon. Down here is my second favorite Batcave, besides mine, the old 1960s Batman Batcave. And something that I really want to do is make like an episode of the 60s Batman show, but with like a Green Brick Studios spin on it. I think that would be a lot of fun to do. Then in here I've just got a box with the accessories from the Helicarrier in there, just because they tend to fall off easily whenever I try to move the thing. Moving on up, I've got the Assembly Square and the Palace Cinema. These two and the Detective's Office, like you saw, are the only modulars I have, but hopefully I'll get some more at some point. But, you know, this is a big year for expensive sets, so probably might not be a while until I get another one. Bad Cop's car. The Death Star, which is one of my all-time favorite LEGO sets. A few more vehicles. Avengers Tower. 1/3 of Arkham Asylum. And it's split up into its thirds, because to be honest with you, I couldn't find a good place to put it, so it's just on a few different shelves. Then up here we have the Helicarrier, which again is one of my favorite sets. Going across, we got Mos Eisley Spaceport. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. We got the main center of Arkham Asylum, along with the Airport Control Tower. Here is the Ultimate Collector's Bat Tumbler, which is my favorite tumbler out of the 3 that I own. There's the rest of the Arkham with some more vehicles and playsets. And then right here, these pick-a-brick cups, I always put my spare pallets into there, just because they come in really handy. If you're building something, you just dump this out and look for the part that you need. And then of course down here we just have some more just tubs of Lego. Yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, here is the stand for the Bat Tumbler, which these come with some really awesome minifigs. I love Joker. Batman's pretty good, even though, you know, that's not the Dark Knight bat symbol on him. But, you know what? It's a good set. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the tour of my Lego room. Again, sorry that I sound so awkward, but, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and have yourself a great day. Bye, guys.